Welcome back to Deprived Gaming, everyone. Today we are taking a look at Bellwright. Developed by Donkey Crew out of Wrocław, Poland, the game originally hit PC Early Access back on April 23rd, 2024. But as of June 9th this year, thanks to a partnership with Snail Games USA, Bellwright has officially launched on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles. This video is all about my first impressions from the early hours of gameplay. I'll give it to you straight right from the start. I am completely addicted. Because I'm enjoying it so much, I'm already planning a comprehensive review down the line. I want to put in the hours needed to give you the complete picture, so I can help this community decide if it deserves a spot in your gaming library. Also, a quick note before we jump into the gameplay. Co-op is officially included now. The update just dropped yesterday on July 3rd. I haven't had the time to test out the co-op just yet, so this video is purely focused on the solo experience. Let's start by defining exactly what kind of game we have here. Bellwright isn't just your standard survival game. It is an open-world survival RPG, beautifully blended with city building and tactical army organization. It is a very unique game, especially for us on console. For me, the survival aspect isn't as punishingly hardcore as some other titles. For example, you cannot starve to death, and in fact, there is no need to consume fluids to manage a thirst meter like in other games. However, hunting, cooking, and eating are still absolutely crucial for your success, as they improve base stats like stamina and health. I don't think this is a bad thing at all. You feel much less pressure from having to eat constantly, which gives you way more time to focus on the other gameplay mechanics. And trust me, there is plenty to do here. I barely even know where to start. Probably the most important aspect of the game is building your little settlement and managing resources for all kinds of work. Bellwright does a fantastic job of simulating that feeling of starting with absolutely nothing, leading you through a slow progression to very well-rewarded advancements. Everything takes hard work, from gathering basic materials for researching to expanding your inventory size and unlocking new tools. I will admit, the slow progression in those early hours can feel a bit overwhelming at first, but patient players will absolutely get the hang of it, I am sure. I want to touch on the performance a little bit before I talk about other stuff. I have played for roughly 10 hours so far, and I have had 0 crashes and absolutely 0 game-breaking bugs or glitches. Aside from some very rare occasional stutters while moving around the area, the game runs fine. I must mention, though, that the visuals can be a bit weird sometimes. The lighting and shadows aren't always eye-friendly. On several occasions, it felt like the contrast dropped to 0 and everything blended into a grey mess. I am not complaining at all, just highlighting it here in the hopes that whoever is watching might know of some little TV or game adjustments to make it look better. Now, onto the gameplay. Bellwright does have a full storyline, but I am going to skip talking about that for now due to my limited playtime. I really want to focus more on the mechanics instead. Let's talk about the combat. My patience was tested for real here. It took me a long time to figure out how to beat the basic bandits. I guess this specific type of close combat fighting just isn't something I have played in very long time. Luckily, I can choose to be an archer, which is fantastic news for me. When that full review drops, I might just have to admit that I completely suck at the melee combat here. As for the main goal and actual progression, the main story questline will obviously take you far. But until then, you have to grind, build, and craft. Seriously, the amount of work ahead of me to build up my little army is absolutely insane. The good news is that the game is all about having your people work for you, and you are in charge of allocating them to specific jobs. This is where your skills and careful forward planning really come into the picture to create the best village possible so you can survive and thrive. And yes, I mean survive. You will get raided and you must defend yourself at all costs if you don't want your settlement to be gone. I actually love the idea that raids pose a constant threat. It means you can't just wander around safely all the time. Another important thing I want to talk about is the building and crafting. These game mechanics are very detailed and will take hours to get used to. There are plenty of workbenches to build, camps to assign jobs to, and constant research to run at the same time, it will definitely keep you busy. I am still learning my way around organising everything, and it's not easy at first. Why isn't it easy, you might ask? The controls. First of all, there is a very understandable reason to be upset. There is currently no option to remap your buttons, and I have a serious question for you all. Please name one game ever made in the entire history of console gaming where you run or sprint with circle or B on Xbox by default. It's crazy. But here is the fun part. Yesterday's patch finally changed the sprint to clicking the left stick. Still, if anyone from the development team is watching this, I am begging you to please implement custom button mapping options. All right, now you all must excuse me because I genuinely want to make a full review for Bellwright, but the grind is massive and I have no time to waste. Yes, I am incredibly impressed. This game is so much fun, and I am going to work hard to build an army like no other game has ever allowed me to within this detailed environment. Do not forget to subscribe or join my channel if you liked this video. Stay tuned, there is so much more to come.